Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Lucas and this is Luke the Pianist. Today I want to show you how I read notes. I will be giving you some questions you need to answer yourself when you try to read a new piece. So in that instance I have a sonata by Beethoven, which is very famous one, Pathetic Sonata. And this first question will also answer what sonata this is, because sometimes we have the names like Pathetic or Appassionata, but other times we only have scale. So the first question is, in what scale are we? And to answer this, we need to see two main things. First thing, we have here number or lack of signatures. So we have three signatures, three flats. And these three flats gives us very narrow options on the scales. So we have first option, C minor, or E flat major. Yeah. So you see three flats, or here also the same three flats. So whether you know how to use the perfect circle of the circle of fifths is debatable. We assume that you know this and you know all of the scales. If you don't know it, you can find some tutorials on how to do it. I will be probably recording that in a near future. But yeah, so we have C minor or E flat major. And to see what is it in these two scales, we head down to page number 10. Oh, sorry. And we have here the second movement. So we go a little bit higher and we see the end of the first movement. Yeah, so this thing here is all the first movement, and you can see that we are still in the same scale here. Here you can see that we have a change of number of flats, 4 flats. So this will be different scale on second movement. But here we can see the last chord. So last note or last chord is the second thing. First, number and number of signatures and whether there are flats or sharps. And second thing, the last chord. So you can see here we have sorry, of course here, yeah, this is bass clef, yeah, so you see I didn't read it, I am going right with you. So C minor, sorry, because you can see they are going on C and with minor chord. Yeah? If it would be the E flat major, it would be something like maybe this ending. Yeah. So C, the last note or the last chord. If it's C, it's in C minor, or if it's in E flat, it would be E flat major. Okay, so we go to the first page, and here this is the first thing, right? So we know we are in C minor. C minor. The second thing is to read the notes, and it depends on the level of advanced you are, how advanced you are, you can play two hands at the same time or one hand. Even though I am probably more advanced than most of you, I would still play it one hand just because it's very easy compared to two hands. So I would play and start to read it like with right hand or with left hand separately, then go like 1, 2, 3 lines, how many I want, and then the other hand. And then I would probably go and play two hands at the same time. So this is the second thing. I recommend going one hand, especially when you're a beginner. And the third thing is in what time signature are we in. So here you can see it's quite unusual because we have 8 8s and the C. Many of you probably don't know exactly what this C stands for. It's for 4 4s. So you would have basically 4 quarters, or here you can say 8 8s. But this is very important for something that probably can happen when you have slower piece or just larger notes with some half notes or whole notes, when you need to see how many you need to count, depend on what time signature you are in. 8, how many quarters you need to count to be able to play this left hand or right hand with long note, and also something in the other hand at the same time. So we don't have exactly like this very long note right here, but probably the first note is a good example, because here we have a quarter and the 16th with dot, right? So we need to be very careful on how long we play this and go to the next note. Yes, so the fourth thing is what is the basic structure of the piece. This is a little bit more advanced, but it will help you determine like how long is the piece. Like we said, if we are practicing first movement, it's 9 pages. If we have something like motive that repeats itself, so it will be very easy, because now we can have the same thing later on and we will be prepared to be able to just repeat what we already read. So yeah, just look through the piece and see, is there anything like very simple, very similar to the first couple of lines, or maybe just you have something that stands out. The next thing is to see what is the most difficult fragment, and probably what is the fastest fragment in the piece. So sometimes the fastest does not mean the hardest, but often it does. So you can see here, for example, when we would try to play these 2 lines, the hardest thing, it would be probably here. You see, this is a quarter and all of these notes need to fit in this 1 quarter. So it's very, very fast, and you need to be able to see what fingers you need to use to effortlessly go through these notes. Yeah, so this is it. And the last thing is a little bit advanced. If you try and read a couple of pages, couple of lines, you can try to incorporate the basic dynamics. So you can see here you have fortepiano, which means that first note is loud and then it's quiet, and then also fortepiano, and so on and so on. And you can play like piano, 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 very basic, and here fortissimo, very loud. right? So do a little bit of dynamic just to have some difference, something more advanced. But this will be for third, fourth time when you are reading this the same line, the same fragment, or you are that advanced that you can focus not only on the notes but also um, on the things that are around the notes, like dynamic, maybe the articulation. So if you're going like staccato, very spiky, or legato, without jumps. So yeah, let's try to play one line, or maybe yeah, let's go to the second line also, because I want to show you this thing. So like I said, C minor, and this is most difficult thing, so we will try to do it. And when we have something like this, we need to set a boundary, still metronome beat, right? So you can use metronome, yeah, you can set it on very low, of course, beat, and very slow beat, but also you can just count in your head, you can stomp your leg, you can snap your fingers, whatever is your preference. So okay, I would try to play only the difficult part, and this will be my 16th, right? So you can see, and you can see that I am not starting on the one, but here is the note from previous. So I would go this was very sloppy, but like I said, I never even played this, I never seen it. Today I chose this piece, so this is very fresh. And one more thing that can help you is to count how many notes there are here, or how many, what note this is actually. Because you can see, 1 it would be 8, 2 16th, 3 32s, here it's 64s, right? Here 1 2 3, oh my gosh, I think it's 5, but let me see. 1 2 3 4 5, right? Here 1 2 3 4. So this is 128. So this is very fast, and also here you have number 9, so this would be even faster. I will not explain why, but it will be even faster than basic 128. So let's go one more time. So on 1/16 it would be this 2 4. So 1 2, because it's 32s, not 64. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. Right. 1 2 3 4, and then 1 9, right, on 1. So it would be 4 16ths equals 1 quarter. So 1 2 3 4. You see? And I have everything under control, so I know right now what to play. Okay, so these are 16ths. This is even quicker. Yeah, something like this. Okay, let's see. Okay. A flat, one more time. Yeah? Okay, so this is it, and I would obviously add a left hand, but this is very very easy here. So 16ths. Yeah, and so on. So yeah, so when you read especially this very difficult thing, count how many lines there are if you have nothing else to measure, because in the previous film, in the previous video, I talked about something that can help you when you have something like 16ths here. You can set lines. Okay, so first 16th, second, third, and fourth, and now you can easily, without like counting how many dashes there are, how many roofs the note has, know how many you need to play on 1/16 or on 1/8. It's in the left hand. So yeah, hope this helps. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, comment down below. If it's valuable to you, this video, you can subscribe to my channel and also give a like to this video. Thank you, and see you in the next one.